That's nice. That's a really, really nice noise. How's it going, everyone? Today we have got a
1989 Vauxhall Carlton GSI 12 valve.
And let's get into the interview. What are the specs of the car?
It's a straight 6-cylinder. It is a 3-litre fuel injection. It's 12 valve. There's a later 24 valve, but this is the earlier 12 valve. The GSI came with Bilstein suspension, Recaro leather interior, and limited slip diff.
And what's the gearbox in it?
It's automatic in this one, but it has an overdrive fourth, which kicks in about 56 miles an hour and drastically drops the revs. So it's it's an Autobahn car. That's what they were designed for. They're an Autobahn cruiser.
What was the mileage you bought this car with?
67,000. And she's just about to turn 70. So I've had her nearly 4 years and put 3,000 miles on her.
Fair enough. So you don't know too much, but...
No, I don't. But this is the one I would drive most of the classic cars. This is the one I would drive most. I just love driving them, and as you say, they're there to be driven.
What would be the difference between this and the Lotus Carlton?
The Lotus Carlton is a totally different animal. I believe it uses a similar block, but it's very strongly braced, and it has a Lotus head on it and 2 turbos. It's a totally different animal, but surprisingly there are more Lotus Carltons on the road than there are of these.
And how rare is the Lotus Carlton, or how rare is this compared to the Lotus Carlton?
I would say for about every one of these there's 4 or 5 Lotus Carltons on the road. So they're pretty rare. The main reason is people at the time wanted them to look like a Lotus Carlton and modified them to put the body kit on, and therefore didn't put preservation on, and they rotted out. Yeah. Not only that, they were very popular as a drift car.
Yes.
And they have just met their end in that way. So there's very few of them about, But they're a wonderful old bus to drive, and they're best described as an armchair on wheels.
I can see everyone's looking, but I can kind of see in their head, they're thinking to themselves, is that a Lotus Carlton?
That's the first question you always get asked at every show. Is that a Lotus? No, it's not.
But it's the rare one.
Well,
10.
I would like a Lotus because they're worth 3-4 times the price.
I know, but rarity is just, it's harder to get rarity.
Yeah, but rarity doesn't mean value,
Not always.
Not always, no.
So what's this car like to drive?
It's nice enough on country roads, and it's surprisingly nimble for its size, but sitting on the motorway or the Autobahn, which is what it was designed for, is just unbelievable. It just wafts along, and it's quick enough, It's up over 120 mile an hour, so, and this being the auto, it's the less preferable. Everybody wants the manual, obviously for drifting and things like that, But the automatic is very smooth and works incredibly well. It just makes for a very, very relaxed driving experience, and there's the confidence in the handling of the car. It's not skittish with any way a lot of the cars of that age are. It's just very well poised on the road.
Oh, unreal.
Nothing beats the sound of a straight 6.
I know. Why do you think BMW only makes straight 6s?
Oh, no, come on.
No, but
do they even make any straight 6s now? Are they not all V8s? Or?
No, but they do not make V6s. They've never made a single V6.
No, they don't make a V6.
So what are the modifications that you've added to the car?
The car is totally standard, except for I've had to fit a stainless steel exhaust system front to back. From the manifold back, there's a 5-box stainless system on it. Sounds very nice. It is not the spec I gave the guy when he was making the exhaust was I wanted to sound as standard, and it's no louder than standard, but it's a wee bit deeper. But it is really, really nice. Again, she doesn't have catalytic converter.
Okay.
So it's straight through.
Yeah.
So they're not the most economical thing.
Okay.
But mid-30s in the long run. So.
Did they come standard with a catalytic converter?
From 89, or sorry, from I think it was 1991 onwards they did.
Okay.
The 24 valves all had catalytic converters. Yeah, but this model didn't have it in the earlier ones like her. She's actually a twin system with 2 boxes each side, and then it goes up over the back end, and it's another single box before she goes in the back. So there's 5 silencers on it.
Oh, right. But it doesn't have a cat on it.
Nope. Too early for cats.
Oh, before emissions.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's actually a thing in Vauxhalls in those days. She has it in below. It's like a fuse. You just unplug and turn around, and it switches her from leaded to unleaded petrol. Because even the head's cast iron in this, so you can run it in anything, you know.
That's interesting.
Well, the problem is with the cast iron head is the valve seats. You know, you have to put the additive in, you know, for unleaded fuel, you know. But
yeah. Have you got any future plans for this car?
Keep it.
You just.
I have 9 cars and 2 motorbikes, and this is my favourite.
Out of all of them you've had?
Even compared to the Range Rover and the XKR Jaguar, I prefer driving this most.
Would this be your favourite car you've ever owned?
Probably. Close runner to a Mark II S, one of the first SRI Cavaliers I had. I actually sold that car and bought it back. It was a fantastic motor, but this here's the same. It's just, it'll not go anywhere.
Glad to hear.
It'll be the last one that gets sold, put it like that, you know.
And we were saying in the last video how you, every 2 weeks you always switch them on and get the oil running, yeah?
Oh yeah, get them up to temperature and get the thermostat open.
Yeah. Someone said in the comment section you should buy trickle chargers because you were saying about how the Jag constantly dies on you.
Well, the Jag sits outside.
I know.
But what I have on the Jag is I have a solar powered charger that sits in the windscreen and goes into the OBD port.
There we go.
And charges it continually.
That makes a bit more sense, yeah. And what car was this actually meant to compete against when it was new at the time?
It was actually designed to compete against the 535i BMW at the time, and to match it. It matched it on the Autobahn, but on a country road, and it'll stuff the BMW into the ground. It handles an awful lot better than the BMW. You know, so it's a nice car. You know, Bilstein played with the handling. You know, so it's good. In those days, you know, all performance Vauxhalls and Opels were their handling was done by, you know, suspension was done by Bilstein. I don't know. This is the only white one, real original white one I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know, it is rare. Most were grey or black.
Yes. Could you get them with any other colour?
I've seen one red one, but I don't know where it's original or not. I don't think it was.
Okay.
There was, of course, there was special order, special colour, I suppose you could, you know. But
what would be some of the quirks and features of this car?
You have the headlight wash wipe. Where they actually are wipers nowadays. It's just high pressure washers.
Yeah.
This actually is small wipers over the headlights.
Nice.
It has electric mirrors, electric sunroof, central locking, an abundance of ashtrays because everybody smoked in those days, and it has half leather Recaro sports seats. They are sports seats, but they are armchairs. You know, they're big. You know, it's a comfortable big thing. You know, but it does go round corners incredibly well. They came as standard with limited slip diff. So and Bilstein suspension, and the high profile tyre, that's why they're so comfortable. Yeah. But they do handle it surprisingly well.
Fair enough. And then what about the digital dash?
Well, it's more of a toy than anything, to be totally honest. You know, you remember the Astra GTEs after them had that as well, and it's sort of, you know, we're back now with totally different styles. They're not LCDs, but they were troublesome.
Oh, right.
No, yes, they were troublesome,
yeah.
And a lot of people actually have transferred them back to analog. You know, because that's why they're quite rare now.
Yeah, and could you get the digital dash in any other Carlton?
No, it's only the GSI that had it, or the Senator. And the Senator's a different model. It's slightly bigger, but I think basically it's the same shell.
And I'm surprised to hear that you couldn't get it in the Lotus Carlton either.
No, I don't believe you could. I don't know. I've never been in a Lotus Carlton. I'm not that rich.
That's nice. That's a really, really nice noise. Now it's time to rate the car. So, for Future Classic, we've given it a 7. For Daily, we've given it another 7. For Wallet Hurt, we've given it a 4. For Fun, we've given it a 5. So the total comes to 23 out of 40, which is 57.5%. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow our vlog and podcast channel, link in the description, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. perfect. All right. So we'll look. It's because I stood on the wire. That's why. So we'll look at this one here.